And welcome to another video. In this tutorial I'll explain to you how you can use command line arguments while running a Java program. So what is a command line argument? It is nothing but a parameter that can be passed in the form of a string value while you are trying to run a program using the Java command. So the arguments are passed during runtime and they are stored in the array called args in the public static void main method in the form of string values. And let me demonstrate this functionality by using a program first. So here we have a very simple program. You can see here that we have just a class, and inside it we have a main method, and we are simply printing the value of args0. Args actually refers to this string args array, and we will be passing one argument in this program at runtime. And as we are passing one argument, only one cell will be required in the args array, and the argument that we will be passing in this program will be stored in the first cell of the args array, that is cell number 0. So I have saved this program as cmd1.java in my Java folder in the C drive. Let me first execute this program and see what happens. Let me compile this program first. And the compilation is done. Now let me run the program. For running the program, we are supposed to use the Java command followed by the name of the class. So the name of the class here is cmd1, and as you can see we are supposed to enter a value as the argument. So in order to enter an argument as the parameter at runtime, just leave a gap right next to the name of the class and enter your argument. So in this case I'm entering A, B and C as my command line argument. So you see it is printing my argument ABC from arg0, that is the first cell of the args array. Now if we are to enter more values, then we will require more space in the args array. Now let me enter one more value and demonstrate how it is going to work. Now I'll enter two values, so I'm taking two cells in the args array. It will occupy two cells in the args array, args0 and args1. Let me copy and paste this line, and I'll just make it args1, and this will be the second argument. So let me save this program once again. Now I'll have to recompile this code, and let me run this program. The first argument was ABC. Now let me enter the second argument as D, E and F. So the first argument, which is ABC, is passed into the args array and it is stored in the first cell in the args array, that is args0. And the second argument, which happens to be DEF, is stored in the args1 array. So depending on how many arguments you are specifying at runtime, you will have to choose the number of spaces you will require in the args array accordingly. So this program, let me get back to the program we were dealing with. So in this program we will have to take two numbers using command line argument and perform their sum. So as I've already told you, the arguments that we are passing in the command line as from the console, that is, they are stored as string values. But if we are using string values, we cannot add them, because if we add two string values, it will simply concatenate them and will not perform any kind of mathematical addition. So for this reason, we are going to have to convert the string values to their corresponding integer values using parseInt function. So let me take a look at the code now, and let me teach you how to perform this operation using command line arguments using Eclipse. So here we have the program. So this is also a very simple program. You can see that we are executing a loop that goes on from 0, that is the first cell. It refers to the first position in the array, and it will go up to args.length, that is, it will the loop will iterate up to the number of cells that are occupied in the arguments array. So if there are 4 arguments, so it will go from 0 to 3, and it will take each and every value from the args array and it will perform the sum using the integer.parseInt function. As the arguments are in string format, to convert them to their corresponding integer values, we are going to have to add them using the integer.parseInt function. So now that we have seen this code, let me show you how we can enter values as arguments in using Eclipse. So go to the run option in the menu bar, and from there click on run configuration, and in this window just click on the arguments tab, and in this arguments tab you can enter your arguments. You can see that I have already entered 5 followed by 4, and there is a gap between them. So let me just change these values to 6 followed by 7, and once we have entered our desired arguments, we will have to click on apply, and then let me click on run. So 6 and 7, the sum of 6 and 7 gives us 13. So you can see the sum of two numbers is shown as 13. So this is how we are supposed to use command line arguments in Java. If you are executing your programs from the command prompt, you will have to enter the arguments while running the Java command. And if you are using any IDE like Eclipse, you will have to use the method that has been described right now to enter command line arguments. So this concludes this tutorial, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.